Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Rishi, and in this video we will be covering the second episode of Mental Matrix series. If you have not watched the first one, I recommend you to watch it. In that video we covered how to multiply any two-digit number by 11 in your head without writing it down. And in this video we will be covering how to multiply any two-digit number by one-digit number faster. So, without any further ado, let's begin. In our schools, we learn the traditional method where we have to multiply numbers from the left, from the right to the left. So, for instance, in this example, 3 times 7, we get 21. Then 7 times 2 we get 14. Together with the 2 we got from the previous number, 14 plus 2 we get 16. So we get the answer 161. This method is obviously correct. The answer is 161. It's correct. But is this the fastest method? We learned it when we were in elementary school or even in kindergarten, so that it helps us understand. But as we progress, we are not taught the way to do it faster. So, let me introduce you to a method that has been used by mathematicians for ages to calculate faster and in a way easier. Of course, the beginning will be a bit difficult to understand, but once you get the hang of it, trust me, it will be a piece of cake. So the main idea of this method is, instead of doing the calculation from right to left, which is traditional but not the fastest method, we are going to do it from the left to the right, just as how we read English. So we are going to use the same example, 23 times 7. So here, if you're doing it from left to right, first we have to pay attention to the first number, which is 2, the number on the left. So this 2 is not just a 2. If you separate the numbers, you can see that it is 20 plus 3. So the 2 is not just a 2. Essentially it is 20. So here we're going to do 20 times 7. So 2 times 7 is just 2 times 7 with a 0 at the back. So 2 times 7 we get 14. Together with the 0 at the back, we can put it as 140. So with this concept in mind, if we attempt the question, we will get 2 times 7, 14. So since it's 20, we can write 140. Then with that, we can proceed to the next number, 3. 3 times 7, we will get 21. So 140 plus 21, from which we get the answer 161. This is how we can attempt to do two-digit times by one digit faster. Don't worry, I will give you a few more examples so that you can get the hang of it. But remember one thing: to get better at any skill, what you need is practice. So let's do something a bit difficult. 49 multiplied by the number 7. It is not difficult per se, but let's see. So, following the same example, 4 times 7. Remember, it is not just the 4. It is 40 plus 9. So it is 40. So we have 7 times 4, we get 28. And then we just add a 0 at the back, we get 280. Then after that we have the regular 9, just a 9. 9 times 7 we get 63. So with this in mind, 280 plus 63, we can write it down as 3. 8 plus 6 is 14. Then 1 goes up. Then 1 plus 2 is 3. Don't worry, I will be releasing a new video about how to do addition in mathematics faster. So 280 plus 63, it's essentially the same concept where you calculate from the left to the right instead of right to instead of right to left, to make calculation in mind much easier. But don't worry about that for now. For now, just go on with the traditional method in adding. Just apply this new method of multiplication. In a future video, I will be explaining how to do calculation with addition from left to right in a much faster fashion. So now that I have taught you the basic, this is the basic concept, just two things. First, you have to calculate from left to right instead of right to left, following the same way in which we read, from the left to the right. And then the second thing is, remember that this first digit that you are multiplying is not in it's not in the ones position, it's in the tens position, so it is together with a 0. So whatever you calculate, so for example here 4 times 7, 28, remember to add the 0 at the back. So that's the second thing you have to remember. And then after that, everything is a simple process. Just multiply the number by the number on the multiply this number by the number at the first position, and then you will get 63 for this question, and just add them together. That's it. So I repeat one more time. Two things. First, left to right. Second, remember the zeros. Remember the 0 and make sure to write them down so that when you calculate, you get the correct answer. Now that the basic is done, I'll give you 3 examples. No, not 3 examples, sorry. 3 questions for you to attempt. So here we have 79 times 3. Simple one. Then 58 times 5. And last but not least, 99 times 9. So now, don't pause the video. I'll give you exactly 10 seconds, maybe 2 less. I'll give you 30 seconds for each question. Try to use the new method that I taught you so that you get a hang of it. You can use a piece of paper if you want to. But if you would like a challenge, just try to do it with your mind, just your mind. Alright? Your time starts now. Alright, and that's time. I hope you have managed to complete at least one. Completing one is already a big thing. If you've completed more than one, congratulations. You are on your way to mental mathematics mastery. So here we have 79 times 3. So using the new method, 7 times 3 we get 21. But remember, 0. So it is 210. Then we have 9 times 3, from which we get 27. So 210 plus 27, we get 237. That's it. As easy as that. Then for second one, we have 58 times 5. So 5 times 5 is, yes, correct, 25. Remember the 0, so it is 250. plus 8 times 5 we get 40. So 250 plus 40. So we get 290. That's it. Do you see that it's getting easier? Comparatively much easier. Then we have 99 times 9. It may seem intimidating, but do not fear. As the more practice you do, the much easier it gets. So 9 times 9 we get 810, because 9 times 9 is 81. Together with the 0 we get 810. That's it. Then plus with 9 times 9 again, which is, this time is just 81. There's no 0 at the back, so 81. So from here we can get the answer 891. Do you see that? It's just as simple as that. There's nothing to worry about. Don't worry if you did not get it this time. Don't worry if you did not get it this time. Don't worry if you didn't get it on the first try. The more practice you do with this method, the much easier it gets. No worries, I will be giving you more tips in the future videos on how to approach these questions from left to right. And most importantly, if you have any questions, any doubts, or anything you want to clarify about this method, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or I have linked my email address in the description. If you would like to ask me any questions, you can also reach me there. I will be more than happy to help. So, hope that you learned something from this video and it helps you to do better in your mathematical field or mathematical life. With that, signing off, it's Rishi. Bye bye.